What's going on, fellow humans and resellers? This is James, RedemptionAgency.com, 23 years selling full-time on eBay. And we got the baby girl in the house today. Alrighty, Wednesday, feeling better. Woohoo! But yesterday I'm feeling better than yesterday morning, but I started getting wore down. So spent a lot of time in bed again yesterday. But so hopefully today we'll be able to maintain that all day, that feel good. So, what's going on with eBay yesterday? What's going on with eBay today? My little qualm. So the old account acts different than the new account, especially when it comes to like things feeling like being shut down. You all right? Or you gotta go pee? I heard sound like a little fart or something. So let's see. Last night, sales in 11 o'clock hour, 12 o'clock hour, 1 o'clock hour, 2 o'clock hour, and then it shut off till 7:41. That's when I started taking offers, actually. Right now we're at 8:20. So I took a bunch of offers. That's what popped up. And then I just got an offer now that I just took. So no sales, but offers I've taken this morning. So the media store today is at $32, whereas the clothing store is at $84. Again, totally different overnight feel. Shut down to not shut down. So I got problems with both accounts. The old account seems like it gets hidden a lot, right? I get better results on the new account for the majority of the time. But the problem with the new account, it acts like eBay of 1996 when it comes to people buying stuff. Meaning, my repeat buyer came back. I forgot to make a coupon to send him, so I'm going to do that today when I send him refunds, because he sent offers on, 15 hats. They didn't sell immediately, but then they automatic paid one by one by one by one. So couldn't send him a combined invoice. He couldn't combine the orders. So not just that, but when you go to ship the items, it ships them all as individuals. It will not let you combine them all into one, even though it's the same address. Come across that problem last week, and I was wondering why that was happening. Well, that's apparently a problem on this new account, is it will not, when you go to ship the orders, when it says to, put two items together into one order, it won't do that anymore. So it stopped doing that. So had to physically go in and put the tracking number in each one, which is a pain in the ass. So it makes it a lot slower. And it deters multi-purchase buyers. So that's the biggest problem with this account, because that's huge for what I do, is multi-purchase items. So both of these accounts just suck ass. So my conclusion is eBay just sucks ass when it comes to their tech team, their people who run who control this website. It's just batshit crazy, for lack of a better term. Everything acts different, and none of them act 100% problem-free at any point in any time. I mean, why would you not? I could ask why till I'm blue in the face when it comes to eBay, and all I would do is drive myself insane. So it's stupid to even ask that stuff anymore. But it's like, come on, you're deterring people from buying stuff. Just as offers not working, just as checkout not working, The site is set up to deter people from buying. And I'm writing that down because I always forget that stuff. And that sounds like a good thumbnail. eBay deters customers from buying. Maybe somebody on eBay will see that and watch this damn video. Why do you deter buyers from buying stuff? Offers still not working 100%. Months on end, day after day. I'm going to get this out of my system. Just in case an eBay somebody is watching this video, and then we'll go on to happier thoughts. Check out. Customers cannot 100% of the time check out. New account cannot multi-piece orders together. Old account runs like shit, for lack of a better term. Shiat, shiznit, whatever you want to call it. It sucks. It's slow, very slow. My old store is so slow, I can load my new store 10 times before my old store loads once. That's the difference of slow time in the old account and the new account. What causes that? If you know tech, what causes that? Is it a server farther away? Is it something buried in the server? Like, what causes an account to run like molasses compared to the other account, which is real quick? It's the items aren't that drastically different. 42 in one, 20 in another. They're not that drastically different. So why is this 23-year-old account running like molasses? And every time I call in, I haven't called in quite a while, but the last 2 or 3 times I called in, they're like, wow, this account's slow. I go, yeah, I know, it's been that way. Can you put a ticket in? They always put a ticket in. Nothing happens. Why is eBay being set up to fail? By deterring buyers and by slowing down sellers. If you are from eBay, please answer me that riddle. And please, if you're with eBay, feel free to take even the first part of this video and send it to everybody you know who works within eBay as a wake-up call. Send it all the way up the freaking ladder, because it's ridiculous how long these problems have been going on and the constant new problems that keep adding on to it. It makes no damn sense why a billion-dollar e-commerce company is run this way. No sense whatsoever. All right. Got that out of my system. Woo! Can you tell I'm feeling good? Had some dude who comments fairly often on my YouTube channel. He made it. I like to consider myself a problem solver, right? So he commented, you should stick to reacting videos because at least they're not boring. Well, being the problem solver I am, I blocked his ass. Block. Hide you from the channel. Boop. Fixed. Boom. You are welcome. Problem solver James. Problem solver James in the house. I think I'm going to be all over the place today since I'm feeling better. So hopefully I don't run myself down. But yeah, $83 in the new store. $32 in the old store. What did yesterday do? I'm glad I asked. Let's give you that answer. So, on see if there was any international. On the media store, we've got, even with what felt like a shutdown overnight that night before, whoops, wrong thing, James. No international, so $560.40 on the media store yesterday. Compared to the day before, that's up 69%. That's the difference. So I see another problem with the old account. On the selling cost, it's not giving the percentage anymore. It was yesterday. It's not today. So whatever they did overnight, looks like it kind of deleted that. Take off the international shipping. Yeah. So it's not given the percentage of the selling cost anymore. I don't know if they just decided to take that off for some reason because people use it for information to run their business. Why would you take that off? So is that a glitch or is that something? Because all the other percentages are there. So why would you take that off? Net sales $237.19. That's up 38%. I need to know my selling cost, eBay. And without breaking out a calculator, I would like to know my shipping cost or my selling cost. 60 items sold yesterday on this account. So there you go. Yesterday was a good example of what this account should be doing, and then some, because I still had that shutdown overnight. 60 items sold yesterday, up 173%. Clothing store. Let me go in so I can see how many items I sold over here yesterday. And selling cost is not on this new store either. So either they updated something that erased that or they knowingly took it off, which that wouldn't make sense. But then again, a lot of eBay doesn't make sense these days. $352.46. And that is up 15.2%. Total for both stores, $912.86. So a good day yesterday. Yesterday was the picture of why I say my store should be doing $1,000 to $1,200 a day, because yesterday during the day was the perfect day, but still had that huge shutdown overnight where I usually get a couple of $100 in sales. So if you take that couple of $100 and add it to what I did yesterday, that is what my common day should look like. But because eBay does what they do, we get robbed of sales. I don't care who you are and how you don't believe me. 23 years doing this, books and books of numbers from paying attention and knowing my numbers for 23 years. See, the people who say, I don't believe you, chances are they don't even know their current numbers in their business. All right. Know your numbers. When you know your numbers, it gives you a lot of power and a lot of information to run things a lot better. Not just to run things a lot better, but to know what tomorrow will bring, the next day will bring. But when you throw in all these problems and issues, how many sales do we lose to multi-purchase orders because people go, oh, I can't buy more than one if I send an offer because it sends it automatically and then charges me individually for shipping. I get people complain about that all the time. And all I can say is, I'm sorry. This is the way eBay's set up now. All I can do is refund you. The amount of times I've said I'm sorry for eBay to my customers in the last 12 months is off the charts. Off the charts. I shouldn't have to be apologizing because the eBay's website doesn't work properly. I shouldn't have to. But I do. And I'm sure you guys feel the same pain as me. Well, I'm on a tirade today because I got very little to ship. Very little to ship this morning. And just, feeling better. Might as well vent my frustrations. I want to know my selling cost. I don't like that. Without doing the math. All right. Let's ship these out on this store first, and then maybe we'll look at some questions and comments or something. First up, we got another pair of Pumas that I found down here in the basement that was delisted so long ago. The amount of items that are delisted on eBay almost on a daily basis is astronomical. Here's the Pumas, new men's shoes. That's another way how eBay hurts sellers. They automatically delist items for no reason. That's in no way, shape, or form. I had this one item. It was speaker stands, little speaker stands. I noticed this stuff when I started using InkFrog. Because on InkFrog, before I moved stuff over to the new store, I would delete all the recently ended items to get them out of my way. So when these items ended, that's all that's there. So it's just click and boom. So when I started seeing stuff that ended, I go, that didn't sell. And then I go check, it didn't sell. It's just been randomly delisted. It wasn't even at a 30-day mark. Like if it maybe glitched and instead of regenerating, it ended. It didn't even that. And I'll explain why here. Another reason. Because those little speakers stands, I took them and relisted them. 3 days later, it ended them again for no reason. Like, why does this keep ending this item? They're right here somewhere. I mean, there's nothing super crazy about them or anything. It's not like there's a name that would be questionable or anything. I'm not sure where exactly they are now. I mean, I think they were like, I don't know, maybe like, they were a brand name like Kenwood speaker stands or something like that. New in the pack. And just ended for no reason. So there's another way that eBay is deterring our customers by ending items that we list. We put in all this work and they end. When I was using the InkFrog almost every day, there was 1 to 2 items every day that was being ended off of eBay. The other stuff, I didn't go back and check to see if it ended. That one just stuck out to me because it was so obvious. So that's another way eBay deters buyers from actually buying stuff on there. 14.10.6. 2:15. Timothy. Sounds like everybody left the house today. Sounds like I got an empty house with me and the puppies, and we got snow that's supposed to start later. Maybe we can get some, my puppies want to go viral in the snow today. That'd be awesome. I Love New York hat. Sold for $6, headed to Brooklyn, New York. But, woo! You know, I take my public service very seriously by explaining the problems that are on eBay, because you can't fix the problems if you don't know the problems. And chances are, being that I see the problems before eBay sees the problems, I let eBay know there are problems. And that's a fact, that I see them before eBay even knows they're of an issue. At least of an issue to say, hey, there's an issue, we're working on it. Whether somebody on the back end sees it because of data is another thing, obviously, but you know what I mean, I think. Sometimes. Not today. Today I don't think, I just talk. Club car. Don't know what it is, but it sold for $10.50. Headed to Green Valley, Arizona. So eBay, why do you deter people from buying items on your website? It doesn't seem like a smart strategy. Unless there's something to it that I don't know about. Maybe in 2025 there's a new business plan that includes deter customers from buying. Maybe there is. Maybe I'm just too stupid to realize. I'm too old and stupid to understand and to learn new tricks that in 2025, eBay's business plan is to deter customers from buying. So I need to enroll in a business class so I can get up to date. Because I'm tired of feeling stupid, like I don't get why the website's always broken. I need to understand that why, and it must be because it's in their business plan. I'm just being a smart ass. Don't mind me today. As you can see, I'm feeling better. I even got an oversized shirt on today. Look at this. Can you see that? It's a 2XL. I swim in those, but it's not a legit Kiss t-shirt, so I couldn't sell it. So I'm like, I'm just going to wear it because it's big and going to be comfy. Nope. Yes. Click the right button, James. Click the right button. La la la. La 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 la. La la la. I haven't done any work in like 3 days, man. So I am chomping at the bit to get some stuff listed today. I did get the cassettes listed today that I did last weekend. Or yesterday. Did I say that? Oh. I got them listed yesterday, but right after that, that's when I started feeling down. I turned off the video, started listening to the cassettes, and I just started feeling real wore down. I'm like, all right, let me just go ahead and start pulling now. I got halfway through pulling orders, and I just had to go lay down. I'm like, I'm spent. I'm spent. Pee-wee was so active this morning. I'm surprised he's not down here. I'm surprised he didn't follow me down. He was so active this morning. I got up, played with him, let him out, fed him, let him outside. I've been having to go out and pull him in because he eats rabbit poop. So I walk out, and I know he's getting ready he's looking for rabbit poop, so I start to distract him. And he's just kind of looking at nothing. And I'm like, Pee-wee, come on, let's go. And he's not moving. Not moving at all. And then when he finally did, he woke up, he was all happy and running up the stairs. And somebody made a comment on one of his on the video yesterday on my puppies want to go viral, number 3. That when I said treat, that's the first time I had to say treat 3 times. Usually treat is one word and boom, they're off. He just laid there. And that's why I was kind of laughing. I'm like, treat? You want a treat? Because it seems like and maybe it's part of the epilepsy. It seems like he's having like these brain freezes a lot more often than it used to be. It's just when he starts scratching like the paw and on his tongue, which seems neurological. He's frozen in that moment, and I have to go and kind of, come on, let's go. Shake him a little bit. And it seems like it's what I'm starting to have to do with just common stuff now, where I've said, are you okay, more times in the last 2 days than I have in the last 4 weeks, 5 weeks. So maybe there's something to that when, he's gone. This is the longest he's gone without a seizure. We're on 6 weeks now. So maybe there's something that's kind of an indicative thing, like, hey, there's a chance that he's going to hit seizure here soon. So maybe I'll give him some extra meds today to see if that wakes his brain up. Because maybe his brain's starting to, as I said, the doctor kind of explained to me that the brain, it starts wanting to talk in one area and it tries to get the rest of this is just analogy or whatever, tries to get the rest of the brain to talk. And when the whole brain starts talking, that's when the seizure happens. So maybe when he's in that mode, there's something that's flickering in his brain that's causing that freeze moment. And then me waking him up is back. But if I don't wake him up, then that could maybe turn into a seizure. So I'm going to give him couple extra pills today, just in case. So this is why I talk to myself, even though I'm talking to you guys on this camera. It's because this lets me see things. I'm better if I can explain things to myself and I go, yeah, okay. I'm a learner by view, first and foremost. But if I don't analyze it, I don't learn anything. So verbally doing it on these videos helps me. Like, it may help me save him having a seizure today by giving him some extra meds because I just put 2 and 2 together. So thank you guys. That's for you guys, because if you didn't support me making these videos, I wouldn't then make these videos. So then I wouldn't come to that conclusion. So you can pat yourself on the back because you may have just saved Pee-wee from a seizure today. So thank you. Right, baby girl? She's like, leave me alone. I'm sleepy. All right. Onward to the next. Now, I did have stuff sell after 2 a.m. I just didn't pull them. I just went ahead and pulled what has to go out today. So that's why I only have a few off of each site. So I've already started eating the better thing. Got some grapes yesterday. Got some cornflakes cereal. I think that's Pee-wee. Yeah, he's walking. Okay. Got some cornflake cereal. I haven't eaten cereal in forever. So I'm trying to think what I ate as a kid because we didn't have much money, so I didn't eat much. So I'm trying to think like that, right? So I got grapes. I got cornflake cereal. I got some cans of SpaghettiOs and meatballs. We didn't eat those as a kid, but I figured that would be something I would have eaten as a kid. So I got SpaghettiOs and meatballs. And for an extra little pop, I got Steak and Shake chili, cans of Steak and Shake chili. So if I want to change from the SpaghettiOs and meatballs, what else do I got? What was that noise? You okay, Pee-wee? Oh, it's you. Okay. It was Jan. Okay. I guess she's off today. I think she had to go to the doctor. What was I saying? Oh, thinking like I did when I was young. So I'm trying to put myself in that headspace where, like, when you're an adult, you have stress or things, and that triggers wanting to eat, right? It makes you feel better, endorphins, blah, blah, blah. Well, when I was young, it wasn't about that. It was about always keeping busy. I was always doing something. I was riding my bike or hanging out with friends. We were always doing something. And how many times did your mom always say, hey, I need you, come and eat, or something like that, right? So I didn't have my mom do that, but unless it was dinner time, but I would have to tell myself, oh, I need to go eat a sandwich, right? I would tell myself that. So I'm trying to think like that, like, stay busy. You're not hungry. It's just your brain saying, let's get some endorphins kicking around and have a party. Woohoo! Well, let's find another way to get those endorphins kicking around and having a party by making sure I dive in to enjoy what I am doing. And so I'm just trying to, I think weight loss and different things like that, it's more mental than anything. Once you change your mindset, exercise comes easy. Changing what you eat comes easy. All those things come easy, but you have to change that mindset, because if you don't, you're just in a routine over and over because it's comfortable and it makes you feel good, and you need that caffeine. You know what I mean? So if you break yourself from that mentally, everything else is easy. So that's the stage I am on now, so that once warm weather kicks in, I make sure I get out and walk Pee-wee, ride my bike, etc., walk Courtney up the street and back. Not much exercise there, but that's all she can take. But just, for the next couple months will be just making sure mentally it changes. And, when I want a snack, instead of walking in and grabbing a cookie or a cupcake, I grab the grapes. So getting that same repetitive nature, but doing it better, doing it healthier. Grabbing an orange instead, or grapes, or a plum, and get back to almost like a brain fart. Like, oh, I'm busy. Oh, I'm hungry. No, I'm not. Oh, I'm hungry. Oh, let's just, okay, back to work. Fulfilling that consistent brain fart that was before, that told you wanted a cupcake or whatever. So that makes sense. At least that's the way I look at everything. So I could be wrong, but you got to find what works for you, right? Jeff Goodrich cassette sold for $5. Headed to Idaho. You a hoe. You a hoe. Idaho, Idaho. These are going to fall. Why does he not just put these things up correctly? I don't get it. I don't understand the concept of just making a mess. I don't get it. I don't understand. All right, let's get moving here. Get this done, get to the post office. That's going to be 3. Paul. Next up, The Reach, Closer. CD. Sold for $6, headed to Springfield, Missouri. Are these guys from Springfield? Because it looks like a little independent label, that's why I'm asking. Dallas, Texas. Texas. Four. Oops. I forgot to change them to ground. Hiccup. Oh. Kevin. Why are you popping up? My computer updated last night, obviously. All right. Ario Speedwagon on cassette tape. Sold for $5, headed to Carbondale, Colorado. Carbondale, Colorado. I know Carbondale, Illinois. Didn't know there was a Carbondale, Colorado. There it is. Where are my little thong thingies? Shoot, I can probably put these in with freaking my finger. I could probably put these in with my finger. I just want to try it and see if I can. No, I can't get it off my finger. 'Cause it's touching the sticky stuff. Come on, now get off the thing. Ta-da! I like the sticky ones because I don't have to use glue. It makes it so much easier. So much easier. Scratch the nose. All right. Yawn. Naomi. Naomi. Next up, Lisa Germani. Sold for $450, headed to Rockdale, Illinois. Rockdale, Amadeus, 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 Amadeus. Next up, we've got Marcelo. Marcelo? Marcelo. 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 Next up, we've got Are You Ready for a cassette lot? Yeah. We got classical and kids. And classical kids. Somebody's trying to get their children to grow up smart by putting them up to classical music at an early age. That's probably why I am dumb as a rock in 2025, because my mama didn't have me listen to classical music when I was a baby, when I was a wee thing. Damn you, classical music. I could have been smart. 5655 buy two get two, headed to Wisconsin. I could have been so smart, but no. My mama had me listen to country music. Now I'm more redneck than smart. Yeah. Gosh darn it. Kelsey. Next up, are you ready? Hey, for a CD lot. 5556. Buy two, get two. Headed to Nixa, Missouri. We've got the Bon Jovi Greatest Hits disc only. Needs resurfaced. We got Henry Lee Summer. Wasn't he like a one-hit wonder? Maybe he had 2 hits. I Wish I Had a Girl. I remember that. And then he had another hit that was actually bigger than that, right? I don't remember the title, though. Or is that the one I'm thinking of? I don't know. Maybe it is one-hit wonder. I don't know. Henry Lee Summer. You know what? I've never listened to Henry Lee Summer, except whatever they had played on the radio back in the late 80s, early 90s. If I remember, I'm going to throw on Henry Lee Summer today, just to see. I'm curious. We've got REO Speedwagon, the hits. REO Speedwagon is one of those bands that, like, normally I prefer music as opposed to live shows. But like REO Speedwagon is one of those bands that I like better live. Like, I don't listen to their music, but the live concert was on like Axis or something, and I watched it, and I'm like, oh, those are good songs. But I wouldn't listen to them on the CD or on a radio. I don't know. Maybe I just need to put it on one day. Like, this is like a decade before my music. Here's mine. Van Halen, 1984. Down here. There we go. I'll wait till... I remember when this thing came out. All right. So I got to resurface that one, but I can't believe I don't have no 1s or 2s. I looked in there today. I don't have no 1s or 2s. I could have swore when I redid that I had a box of 1 or 2s. 1 or 2 is meaning this size. This is a 4, which is way too big for 4 little CDs. So wonder if I just tape 2 of these together. Actually, I might be able to fit all of them in here, being that this one goes in there. Yeah. I'm just not going to push it all the way in because I need to take that one back out anyway. I need to order me some ones. Okay. 0, 12. Nelson. I'm not even going to stick the thing on it just in case I can't really get it all the way in there. I'm pretty sure I can't, but I'll just lay it on there until I get it resurfaced. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Prince of Les Baz. Hey, why are you yawning, James? You've slept so much in the last few days. You shouldn't be yawning. You should not be tired. You lazy ass. Get your ass up and get to work, boy. You got bills to pay. You've got videos to slay. It just rhymed. Chelsea. Marcello. I got cool names today. Chelsea. Marcello. Naomi. Kevin had to ruin it. Freaking Kevin. Who names their kids Kevin? Same people who name their kids James. So stupid. So common. And Paul. Paul. Another one. Paul. Paul, Kevin, James. Give me Naomi and Marcello. And Nelson even is a little bit different than Kevin. Paul. James, somebody's coming. Here he comes to save the day. Oh, it's you. I thought it was Pee-wee coming down here. No. I am recording, just so you know.
I got you a spicy little biscuit.
From who? Where?
Chick-fil-A. I had a free one.
Oh.
It's spicy.
I never tried their
biscuits. The biscuits are so buttery.
Oh, is that, what's that, chicken?
Spicy little chicken.
I'll be up in a minute.
Okay.
I'm done here almost. Just read a couple of questions and I'm done.
All right.
All right.
I get free.
Oh, okay. I'll try it. Hear her beeping. So Jan loses her phone, her keys, or her credit card consistently. Like her credit card's been misplaced for about a week and a half, 2 weeks now. So that beeping, I got her thing for Christmas that when her keys separate from her phone, it beeps. She's left her phone at work, in the car. So now if she starts walking away, she gets a beep and knows that she left her phone somewhere. All right. Why is my nose so itchy today? I think it's the glasses. It didn't start till I put on the glasses, right? I don't know. I have to watch the video back to make sure. Thank you guys for the shorts. This last one, My Puppies Want to Go Viral Take 3. It's number 1. It's not much for me, 658 views in the first 13 hours, but that's good for my channel. So thank you guys. Playing with that. Maybe that'll help bring us some extra money for Pee-wee. I've never seen a dog so slow to respond to treat. Uh, yeah, I responded. His brain freezes a lot. When it comes to things. So I hope you know I was just kidding. Yes, I know. I know. I was just giving you a response because, as I said today, it made me go, huh. And pointing that out made me think about it and made me come to the conclusion. So technically, you helped save maybe helped save Pee Wee from a seizure today. Hope you get better soon. Yay, I'm better. Thanks for all you do. My love to Pee Wee and Courtney. I loved hearing in your last video about your pets who have crossed the Rainbow Bridge. No matter how long they've been gone, they sure left a mark on our hearts and will never be forgotten. Stop it. You're making me tear up. I gotta move on. So cute, so cute. Smiley faces on the puppies. I love selling media, especially CDs. My inventory ranges from 6,000 to 8,000 CDs listed. I sell about 25 a day and keep buying them. JFJ Easy Pro is a gem. Also stack up the really bad ones and list those in lots of 100s with no cases. I have literally sold nearly 10,000 junk CDs this way instead of throwing them in the recycling bin. Yeah. Or if they're resurfaceable, you can buy your resurfacing machine. And if it's a good dollar CD, you can put it up with just a disc. If you don't want to mess with low dollar stuff, you can still get $20, $25 out of a collectible disc only CD. So pay attention to what you're considering junk, and is it refurbishable? Oh, you do have, that's JFJ. Okay, I just Googled that to see what it is, and that is the resurfacing machine. Okay. Scratch that then. You know what you're doing. Of all these sales, what percentages are shipping and fees? I responded this morning. Watch my videos. I talk about it in most. But if you watch this video, you know that eBay vanished that number today. Why, eBay? We would like to know what our selling and shipping costs are. Is this because you've raised your fees so damn much that you don't want us to know the shipping or the selling cost? Because that's pretty underhanded if that is the case and or reasoning behind that number missing. If that number doesn't come back, that's what I will suspect. And in my turn, that makes me have less respect for whoever's doing the eBay decisions. Could just be a glitch. I had a tough 2 years that I never expected, and just keep putting one foot in front of the other. I truly believe in finding the gratitude in life and for life. That's what has kept me going. I think it's perfectly normal to have blue moments. I like it's or abnormal to be la-di-da happy all the time. Yeah. One of my favorite sayings is you can't be all the time. Some days you just chill. Some days I got Spotify playlists. One of them's just ballads, 80s ballads. Some days I just like the chill of it, instead of just all the time. Yeah, I just like chill. So yeah, I get it. So yeah, pull that into feelings too. I get it. I like it because it helps you look at things differently. It helps you put things in perspective. Feeling like that today can help tomorrow be better than yesterday, just because of your perspective, or you got it out of your system, or whatever the case may be, right? So yes. So as long as I'm only blue for a moment and find my gratitude, I don't worry about it. Exactly. That is perfectly said. And since on that note, and I got a spicy biscuit upstairs waiting for me that I got to try, I'm going to leave it there because that is perfectly said, and I can't say it any better than that. So thanks everybody for hanging out. And for some reason, these videos are taking all day to process on YouTube. I start them early. Like this will start uploading in about 9:15. When it goes live, it won't even be fully processed. You can still see it's grainy. for some reason, it's taken literally almost 24 hours to fully process a video on YouTube, which is more than it was last week. Last week it was slow, but this week so far it seems slower. So if you don't like the grainy feel of the video, if that's what you see at first, come back later. It'll clear up eventually. I don't know what's going on there. I tried to Google it. It doesn't seem like it's anything on my end. So are you uploading videos? Or are you seeing the same thing? Let me know. Because then it'll tell me if it is only me, then I need to dig a little bit deeper. So, all right. Thanks, everybody. And I will see you all in the next video. Later.